An important feature to your WeVideo project or podcast is editing, fine-tune editing using the split feature. But before, let's review kind of where we're at. So we have a lot of different layers. We have some text here. We have our video or images. Our audio is our music, and our voiceover 1 and 2. So if you want to maybe split one of the voiceovers, or you want to shave off a or an or kind of end clearly and begin clearly your voiceovers or anything, you can zoom in a little bit. Okay, the little magnifying glass gives you a little bit control to be able to see where you're at in the project. So I already split this, but it kind of saved it. But I'm going to show you guys what I would do to actually split it. So this was one, the voiceover 2 was one big voiceover. So I want a little bit of a pause. So I'm going to show you guys where we're at. I'm going to kind of pause it after it says Steve Jobs and then show you how to split it. A leader, a person, and his name is Steve Jobs. Okay, so I pause there. That's where I want it, referring to the split, to take place. And I'll zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to hit the split tool. But remember, make sure you're on, you see the purple box went around it, make sure you're on the clip that you want to split. Otherwise it will split the music, it will split the photo. We just want to split the voiceover. So split, and now I have it in 2 different spots. So if I zoom back out, and I can grab it and move it to have a little bit more space. So zoom back in, listen to it, and see if that's where I want it. A leader, a person, and his name is Steve Jobs. A little wait. Steve Jobs pops up. You might know him as the creator of the iPhone, but he's done so much more than that. There. I like that. So I'm gonna, if I wanted to move it more or play around with the images, I can do that too. I want a little clean ending here, just so I know where the end is for sure. So I'm gonna press play. With a couple seconds left. Mr. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. So as you can see, the other voiceover got in the way a little bit because I moved it. So I'm gonna go back one more time and try this. Mr. Steve Jobs. So pause. Click on the voiceover I want to change. And remember that blue line is where your split will take place. Click and delete. And I can pull this one up and then find where I want to start the next one. So if you could see these little gray lines or blobs, that indicates that's where there's volume or noise going on. So that's kind of a good indicator. You're really getting rid of some of the ums and the ahs. I'm going to pause right there, split it, delete that, and then now I want these right next to each other. So that goes from one section to the next. Here we go. I'll show you. Mr. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is a leader and